Good afternoon and happy first day of September and happy first day of meteorological fall. We've got some changes happening this month. We'll start to see some of those leaves changing color and we're going to start to notice those temperatures sliding a little bit. We're still feeling warm out though there today with numbers that are into the 70s right now. We are at 76 degrees in Fargo and 75 in Grand Forks. Some low to some upper 70s here. Our warm temperature right now is in Hallock at 77 degrees. And we'll see some numbers climb again back into that 80-degree range before that system we've been talking about works its way in and brings about some cooler numbers and some wind too. It's already started for many of us. As we step over to the weather wall, you can see that the strongest winds are in the western parts of our viewing area. We've got that gust we mentioned earlier in Jamestown to 33 miles per hour, a gust to 29 in Devil's Lake and 25 in Oaks. So picking up, especially in eastern North Dakota, where we're all reporting, or almost all of us reporting wind gusts above 20 miles per hour. Not as strong yet into Minnesota, but we'll see that wind come up a little bit more here in those areas too, as that next system starts to get closer and closer, and we see the clouds start to move in more and more too. Right now, still enjoying some sun. A few of those high clouds working their way into places like the James River Valley right now, and then you can see some rain down into eastern or western parts of South Dakota rather. So we're monitoring that next chance for rain and of course keeping an eye on what's left of Ida. Here's the latest look. This storm continuing to weaken. Center of circulation again now into West Virginia, but a lot of rain out ahead of it. It's stretching up to New York and then back over to Boston again here, getting hit by rain. The good thing is, as it's moving to the northeast now at a faster clip at about 25 miles per hour. So we can hopefully get that out of here as soon as possible and limit the amount of rain, but it remains a flood threat for that area. And we have our own concerns about getting a little too much rain over a short period of time here. Here's a look at what we can expect in the next 24 hours or more as we work our way into the end of the week. So today, warming back into the 70s and low 80s, clouds taking over, that wind out of the southeast and gusting into the 20s and some 30s again this afternoon. And for the nighttime hours tonight, you know, it's not going to be bad aside from the fact that it's going to be on the breezy side and we'll have those clouds taking over. And once we get into that midnight hour, there may be a rain or thunder shower area in eastern North Dakota around that time, before then or sometime after, but it's right around that point where we're seeing some of this development happen. And you can see by the time the valley today is starting at 4:30, we're looking at some scattered areas of rain and thunder and some areas where we're looking at the potential for some of these storms to be on the stronger side. Wind, some hail potentially, but heavy rain and lightning, and especially in the early stages of this event. So as we work our way through the morning on Thursday, just focusing on this rain, look how much it doesn't really move eastward. This is noon. We're seeing rain throughout the valley with some areas getting some breaks, but the overall trend will be to be a rainy day, and that hangs around through the 3 o'clock hour tomorrow and even into the evening and beyond. So this gives the opportunity for a lot of rain to add up over time as we work our way through the day. And on top of that, we're talking about horizontal rainfall. Temperatures are going to be cool and wind blowing in that 30 to 40 mile per hour range. So looking at some rain blasting at you as you step outside with those stronger winds. So a raw day, even though of course we want to see some rain. Here's a look at our severe risk tonight, overnight hours. We're really not seeing a great shot, but if you're in the James River Valley and points south and east or south and west, that's where we're looking at the potential for some of those storms to be more robust. And a look at your rainfall potential here. A colorful map. You can see there are going to be a lot of areas in that ½ inch or more range, but then there are spots 1, 2, maybe up to 3 inches of rainfall in a couple of those heavier areas where we get multiple rounds of storms moving over. So looking at some active weather and some wet weather heading into your Thursday. We get a break Friday. And the holiday weekend looking a little quieter, low to some mid-70s. A couple of shots of rain, but otherwise not as heavy as what we're seeing tomorrow.
So we're getting through it now, and then the weekend's going to be kind of nice.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get in some good days to enjoy kind of that summer's last hurrah, which is what Labor Day weekend is often seen as.